Well, hello everyone. This is Richard Kadish, owner and broker in charge of Go Gated Realty, Hilton Head Island and Bluffton, South Carolina. And today is June 5th, 2017. We're in Bluffton in Lawton Station. And we're here to see number 172 Station Parkway, a home which just closed, the purchase for which I represented the buyer as a buyer's agent. And the buyer has been kind enough to let me walk through this home today with you on video. And I'd like to talk about several things. First, as this was a resale home built in 2013, why some people should consider a resale instead of a new home. Secondly, Lawton Station itself, great community, a lot to offer. And it dovetails with a bigger theme, which is why people should consider building or living here in Bluffton, buying in Bluffton, versus, say, buying on Hilton Head Island. And finally, I'd like to talk about my own services as a buyer's real estate agent. In South Carolina, you have a right to have an agent represent you. Every listed property, including this one, has or had an agent who's representing the seller. Their job is to get the best deal for the seller. My job is to get the best deal for you. Price, terms, and to work for you. And you know, it just doesn't cost anything more to have an agent on your side, ladies and gentlemen, a buyer's agent, because my commission is already in the price of every listed property, including this one. And I'm only paid at closing if you buy and when you close. Well, let's look around the neighborhood here, talk about Lawton Station. Great community. It's a Village Park Homes community. And in the Cambridge section here, this is the largest of the three neighborhoods. And when I say largest, I actually mean largest homes and largest lots. The lots are about 1/3 of an acre. The Cambridge is all sold out, with excepting that they just opened up a brand new phase of 39 lots. 39 lots with 8 new models, and the base price of those homes, by the way, are $389,000 to $439,900. Now over in the Belmead section, well, they're all sold out in Belmead. And in the Avondale section, they have just 2 houses for sale over there, and I'm talking about new houses, by the way. Avondale section is opening up a new area of about 40 lots later this year, I believe. I don't have all the details on those, but there are opportunities here for you, both for new homes and resale homes. In resale, well, they range from as little as $229,900, as much as $433,750. The median resale listed price today in Lawton Station is $389,900, and that according to our MLS, which requires this disclaimer that you're not relying on that information for any buying decision whatsoever and is not representative of any fact whatsoever. Well, my name again, Richard Kadish, K-A-D-E-S-C-H, and my company, Go Gated Realty, like gated communities. And I'm the gated community specialist, ladies and gentlemen. Both Go Gated Realty and Gated Community Specialist are federally registered trademarks. And again, I'm a buyer's agent with 41 years of local real estate experience. Lawton Station is a gated community. It also has a real nice fitness center, a clubhouse, community swimming pool. It has a park and a playground and a mechanical security gate, all for the annual HOA of just $850. One of the reasons why these buyers and many others liked Lawton Station when they made their choice. They like to have a good upscale high quality home, but they don't want to have a upscale high price on an annual HOA, meaning homeowners association fee. By the way, the difference between HOA and POA, it's a distinction with little difference. POA is property owners association. That would include lots and homes. HOA is homeowners association. Oftentimes interchanged, but that's what those mean. $850 a year here in Lawton Station. Well, let's go in and take a look at this house, and we'll talk a bit about some of the features. And being a Village Park home house, This model being the Sanibel. It's been discontinued, by the way, but in that resale market that I was talking about, well, we might just find a Sanibel for you if you're looking for a house of this size. 2,902 square feet. 2,902 square feet. Now, one of the reasons that the buyer was attracted to this house was because of the price. Again, it was listed at $429,000, but also it has 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a half bath, and a bonus room, which really is a bedroom. So I think it could be correctly stated as 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. They have 2 children, young couple, in their 30s, I believe, relocating to the area. And that also speaks to the fact that they sold their house and needed to relocate here in a specific timetable, which was not allowing them to build a new house. Even if they wanted to, they needed to find something that would be ready to go. And so that meant either finding a resale, a good resale like this one, or a showcase home by one of the area's builders that would be ready to go. Well, one of the big features of this house is this absolutely outstanding, large, covered, and enclosed screen porch. This is about as big as they get. And what you don't see going out to that porch are the doors, because I've already opened them up. Those are what are called telescopic sliding glass doors. And in this case, not only do they open, but they open completely out of sight. And behind the walls, there's 4 panels. You'll see them in various sizes and styles. Sometimes it could be 3 panels with 2 opening or 1 opening. It still gives you the greater light than than the standard traditional 2-panel sliding glass door. And then sometimes they slide into and out of sight, into the walls and out of sight, and sometimes they don't. Well, this is your big, great room. This house has coffered ceilings in the living room, ceiling fans in every room. We have a beautiful kitchen. This house does not have both a dining area and a breakfast area. It just has the one dining area here, oftentimes seen in new generation homes. And again, this particular home is not for sale. I'm just showing off some of the quality that Village Park Homes produced for this buyer when the home was built in 2013, and just letting you know that this is the kind of thing that you can get from a production builder here in Bluffton. The kitchen is beautiful, granite tops, beautiful cabinets, and these have the soft close feature. For those of you who may not be familiar with what that means, it means that when you push a door or a drawer closed like I just did, it doesn't bang, it stops, it closes softly. That's called the soft close feature. And of course, the newer homes have the 1-level islands, and not too many have these 2 levels anymore, so that's one change between 2013 and the present. But the stainless steel appliances, the beautiful wood floors with the hand-hewn finish, which is still very popular, is here in this home. Lawton Station is a gas community. This house has the gas range. And since we're in the kitchen, we'll just finish up. The microwave is moved over to the side, away from over the range top, and you have a double oven configuration. And this house has a big walk-in pantry. Always good to see that. Well, let's go see the master bedroom, which is on the first floor. And that's through this privacy jog in this direction at the back right of the house with a trio of windows. Now, I don't know if the owner's going to keep those drapes or not, but they did come with the house, and so they were left hanging. This owner took very good care of the house. This was a one-owner home, very meticulous owner. This is another thing that made this resale attractive to my buyers. Very meticulous owner. Everything was very clean. And of course, then they had the house professionally cleaned on their departure, which is very courteous. Here's our master bathroom, and it's a real beauty. You have his and her vanities with a dressing table on the right at the end there. We have a walk-in closet with built-in features, and we have a beautiful walk-in shower over here. Can't resist showing this to you. In many of the new homes, this is a feature that you're offered, sometimes called the super shower. It's just a bigger shower instead of both a tub and shower, with that high horizontal window which brings in light and still gives privacy. We have the framed wall mirrors. This is a house that has pretty much the latest and the greatest throughout, so it could have been built here in 2017. Cultured marble tops, beautiful brushed bronze bath hardware, the integral basins of the cultured marble, beautiful wood cabinets, a lot of high-end features in this house, ladies and gentlemen. And again, and this goes to the theme I was telling you about when we started the video, this house was listed for $429,000. You're not going to find a house like this for $429,000 on Hilton Head Island. A great place to visit, a great place to vacation, but when it comes time to relocate, my buyers generally choose for Bluffton. Choose for Bluffton, where you get a lot more house for your money. You can't get a house like this for $429,000 on Hilton Head Island. A house like this on Hilton Head Island would be maybe $650,000, $750,000. Now you can get a small selection of new homes on Hilton Head Island in the 3s and the 4s, but they're going to be nothing like this. Nothing like this in terms of size, possibly in quality. And it just depends. People vacation on Hilton Head Island and they decide, well, that's just a bit of paradise. They'd like to retire there. But you know, I've lived here 41 years. When I moved to this area, I didn't have a choice of moving to Bluffton. Hilton Head was the only place around, unless you were some sort of a hunter or fisherman who wanted to move to the great wilderness of Bluffton. But today, for people who are relocating, Bluffton is the place to get a new home or a newer home in a great community with all the conveniences that you can possibly imagine. So many of them are even moving out to Bluffton from Hilton Head Island. Our Sam's Club on Hilton Head Island recently closed. The Outback restaurant on Hilton Head recently closed. And at the same time, that Sam's moved to Bluffton, and that Outback restaurant, we already had one here in Bluffton. So I can tell you, my wife and I moved to Bluffton 5 years ago. Well, 5.5 years ago now, after living on Hilton Head for 36 years. I tell the story this way, that it only took me 36 years to get over Hilton Head Island, but now that I live in Bluffton, I have to wonder what took me so long. But when I moved here, there really wasn't any Bluffton to move to. That's the point of the story. Today there is, and you get so much more value here. Now granted, Hilton Head Island has the beaches, but you're just a half an hour's drive to the beach from here. And Bluffton, however, has the rivers. That's what the bluff means in Bluffton. It's the bluff over the May River. Well, here we are on the big bonus area, which is a legitimate bedroom at the same time, because you have this bathroom with the same quality we saw in the master, but just smaller. Once you get a bonus room like this, the walk-in attic, by the way, no need to go in there because, again, this house is not for sale and this model has been discontinued, but I think you're getting the message. The quality is here in the low 4s, and they're building new homes with this quality today, but there's so many extras in this home. The screen porch, the extended wood floors. Look at these built-ins left and right of the fireplace. The fireplace itself is an option. The coffered ceilings. Well, let's go see the other downstairs bedrooms. We have this one here, first on the right. Also a good place for a home office. Oftentimes the home office is near the front door. Now another thing, all the window coverings are in place. So think of that. You buy a new home, well, you have the option of having the builder put those window coverings in for you, typically blinds. Or you can do it yourself, but in this home, this buyer got all the blinds with the house. So I have to tell you, this was an enormously capable couple. The gentleman is a mortgage broker relocating here, and he and his wife were enormously capable on the internet. They're having the backyard fenced. We'll go out and see that in just a minute. They also just met with a power washer earlier today. He's going to wash the exterior of the house. They found him on the internet. I couldn't believe the good deal they were getting. And they found me on the internet. So I guess that's another theme that I didn't introduce at the start of this video, is I love it when my buyers are internet empowered. They know so many things. They are oftentimes able to tell me things I don't know. I really like it. It makes my job a lot easier, and it still does not take the place of their need for a good buyer's agent. My most sophisticated buyers recognize the value of having a good agent helping them out. Big oversized 2-car garage here is something to look for. This wash bin in the garage in the corner that you see there, a good thing to have. The whole house water cutoff, a good thing to have. It was being built in 2013. Now what this house has, which you don't often see, is this huge storage area here. Because we don't have basements, we store things in closets and in attics. And you can see they have some paint cans and some of the wood and tile samples out here. Well, that's a big, big storage area and a big plus to think about when you buy your house. We don't have basements. We store things in our attics and in our garage. Now, in the new phase here, they have 8 models. Every one offers a 3rd-car garage option. And I like that. I like that. And I am a former licensed South Carolina home builder, ladies and gentlemen. So I really enjoy helping my buyers with purchasing a new home. If it's ready to go or close, it's called a showcase home oftentimes. If not, well, it's a new home and start from scratch. Now, in this case, these buyers needed to move in at this time, so they didn't build a home. And we didn't find one that was to their liking, that was close to being finished. But they found this resale and they liked it a lot. Get a load of this porch. It's one thing to have a huge porch. This one is completely tiled. Completely tiled. Beautiful. Beadboard ceilings. Double ceiling fans. Ceiling fans are another option, ladies and gentlemen. These telescopic doors are another option. This house is loaded with options. But getting back to the theme of new versus resale, we shouldn't be afraid of a resale, but many of you tell me you don't want to renovate, you don't want to be buying somebody else's problems. So we have to look closely at how old is the house. Look at this back deck. This is another addition that this seller put on the house. The yard is in perfect condition. Lots of privacy here. This is what we call a wooded lot in the sense of a wooded view. Beautiful patio, outside kitchen. This costs money. My gosh, what a house for the money. I'm so happy for my buyers. They got such a great deal. But for those of you who are looking for a new house, and many of you are, that would be where we really want to get everything exactly to our liking in terms of the colors, the size, the floor plan, all of the materials. And I help many of my buyers with new homes. They typically take about 6 to 8 months to build. It's a multi-step process of choosing the community, choosing your lot, choosing the model home, and in the design center, choosing the different materials that will individualize the home and personalize it to your tastes. And I help my buyers through every step of that. And even with the builder developers, they expect you to have a buyer's agent, ladies and gentlemen. They won't lower the price for you if you don't have an agent. In South Carolina, it's your right to have an agent. And most of my buyers are very happy to have me on board for everything from A to Z, helping them shop and compare communities, builders, new to resale homes. These are some of the things that I do as a buyer's agent. It just doesn't cost you anything more. Well, what a great house. I'm so happy for my buyers. And they're very happy. They told me that they enjoyed coming back to the house to close, and even more than when they first walked through. Here's our service yard where your heat pump is located in this house. And again, this house is not for sale. This is just a general sampling of a Cambridge home in Village Park, and a chat about some of the different issues that many of my buyers affect many of my buyers. And so I really appreciate these folks, the new owners here, letting me show off their house. And I appreciate you walking through the house with me and listening to me for this last 20 minutes or so. Well, let me give you my contact information and invite you to call me or email. Again, my name is Richard Kadesh, Kadesch. My company, Go Gated Realty, and my cell number, and please call anytime. It's area code 843-684-2933. That's 843-684-2933. My email address is rich@gogated.com. That's RICH@GOGATED.com. My website is gogated.com. Well, please go to gogated.com, and you'll find an area there where you can send an email and tell me about your real estate needs, the home that you're looking for, that you're dreaming about, something about your timetable and your budget. I'll return your call. We'll correspond and get acquainted. And I look forward to working with you as your buyer's agent here in Bluffton at Lawton Station or on Hilton Head Island, anywhere that we find will meet your needs and match up with your budget and lifestyle. Thank you again for watching this video. I'm so happy for my buyers. They got a great deal. I'm sure that we'll get a great deal for you too, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again.